Hey guys, John here with SP California Bushcraft. I hope you're all doing well. Today for this fourth and final episode of the my day review, we are going to be redoing a review of the Eagle's Nest Outfitters Bug Net for my double nest hammock system, and I'm also going to show you a couple of tips and tricks on some of the ways you can actually set up the bug net system for your hammock. So stick around. Alright guys, so what you're looking at right now is a dry bag in which I carry all my full hammock setup system that I carry. That goes into my bushcraft pack when I go out for overnight adventures or if I'm going camping. As I mentioned earlier on in the first video, I did mention that whether if I use a tent or not, I will carry the hammock with me. And here's a quick tip if in case you're looking for an easier way to carry your hammock system. Definitely carry in a dry bag, and if you are carrying your sleeping bag in a dry bag instead of carrying it in the actual stuff sack, use a 40 gallon dry bag, so that way you can stuff not only in the sleeping bag in that dry bag, but you can also stuff the hammock system as well in that same dry bag as well. That way it'll leave you some room on the inside for your pack for more stuff to carry. So let's go ahead and open it up and we'll get this started here. So the items in which I do have for this hammock is going to be the Eagle's Nest rainfly tarp. We've also got some Gorilla Tape. This is the camel style. Eagle's Nest Bug Net. Atlas straps, and of course the hammock system itself. So let's go ahead. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and set this stuff up, and the only thing we're not going to set today is just going to be the tarp, but we are going to set up the hammock and the bug net, and I'll show you some tips and tricks to do with this system, so stick around. My apologies for the loudness. There's a family reunion party going on right below me where I'm at right now, but that's okay. They're not bothering me. So let's go ahead and get started here. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and set up the Atlas straps. We've got two relatively good sized trees that we're going to use. We're going to use this one right here. We're going to connect the other strap to this one right here. So let's get it connected. Got one down. Now the other one. So we got the strap set up here. Bring you guys in for a closer look here. So as you can see, you got one strap set up there on this tree. The other one is also set up on this tree. So now the next phase is going to be to set up the hammock itself. When you're using the Atlas straps, always count down from where you first connect your first initial strap. So it is a little bit high. That's okay. We can fix it. So as you can see, the hammock is now set up, but obviously I know that some people will tell me, you know, you forgot to set the bug net. You're supposed to set the bug net first. Well, that's true, but the reason why I did it this way is another particular reason, and I'll show you that too as well. So stay with me. Alright, so earlier on you heard me mention that I have this paracord that I took out of my pack. But the reason why I took this out of my pack is, as you can see on the end of one of the ends here, it's I've actually singed it off with a lighter. The reason for that is because I use this paracord to actually make my shoelaces for my other shoes, for other hiking shoes I typically wear. I'm actually wearing some hiking boots that I go when I do day hikes, but I wear another pair of shoes because they're easier to take off when I go camping, so that way I can get into the hammock a lot easier. But still, so what I'm going to do, as you can see on the end of it, I do have a lasso rope on the end of it, or I forgot what length this is, and I'm going to show you a neat little trick that you can do with some paracord and carabiners, or you can use without carabiners, because I'm actually going to go ahead and cut this paracord some more, and I'll show you why. So let's bring you guys in closer. So as you can see, you'll notice on the Atlas straps, if you're not familiar with the Atlas straps, of all the different points in which you can use to connect your hammock to when you first set up the hammock. Well, in this particular case, I'm actually going to be doing something a little bit different here. What I'm actually going to do, and this is why I have my hammock set up first. So I'm actually going to use a carabiner and put the carabiner onto one of these locations here. This guy's all twisted up, so let's go ahead and fix this here real quick. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, on the end of my paracord where I have the loop, I'm going to connect the carabiner to the other end. Right there, and the other end of this carabiner is going to connect towards the top. I want to make sure I have enough room to be able to sit in the hammock. So I'm going to count down 1, 2, about the fourth one down should be enough. If I need to go higher, I can. Now what I could do is I can start pulling out the paracord, go all the way to the other side. And I want to do the same thing to the other side. I want to go 4 down. Now, I normally carry about 100 feet of paracord with me. So what I would do in this stage, I will count 1, 2, 3, here's the fourth one, right about here. So the paracord would actually go through this guy here, just like this. I want to tie it up just enough. Now, what I can do with the extra paracord, if I need to, if there was another tree on farther away from me, what I could actually do in that situation is I could attach the paracord to the other tree, and not only would I have a ridge line to strap on my my bug net to, but I can also use the same ridge line here on the other side and use that as a clothesline. Definitely a great idea. But what I'm actually going to go ahead and do in this situation, first I'm going to take the paracord off of the rope here, of the Atlas strap. Next, I'm going to attach another carabiner. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth loop of the Atlas strap. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rope, my paracord, right on through the carabiner, and then I'm going to tie it right about here. As you can see, it kind of sags a little bit, but that's okay. So now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take my knife, I'm going to cut it right where my thumb is. Perfect. Now, in my haversack, I do have a torch lighter, so I'm going to use a torch lighter to singe both ends off, so that way they don't strip out of me. And what I'm going to use this extra length of paracord for is I have another pair of shoes. I have 3 pairs of hiking shoes. One pair I use for everyday use, for when I'm walking, for when I go for walks and all that. Of course, I got my tall boots, which you can't really see, and then I have another pair of hiking shoes that I use for when I go out when I go overnight camping. So let's go ahead and do that first, and then I'll bring you guys back when I do the next phase. Okay, so now that we got the ridge line set up, there's also another good thing about setting up the ridge line like this too. You can also use this as well, since I do have my EcoNest Outfitters Pro Fly rain tarp. I can actually use this as a guide to set up the rain tarp. Now what we're going to go ahead and do, I'm going to go and pop out the rain claw here. Oops. I guess I didn't look at the contents very well on the bug net. It does come with rope to actually use on the rain tarp for the bug net, but that's okay. For my end here. So we've got the bug net set up. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and put the hammock in here. the bug net is loose right now, because what I've actually did is I've gone ahead and raised it up a little bit more, or I've raised the hammock stuff here a little bit more. Want to make sure I have enough room, but it was actually pretty good at where I had it before. Now I should have two straps. I don't know. There we go. Now what I'm going ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit more room here. There we go. So I think that should about do it. Now the real test. Let's give it a try. Whoa! Actually, I will admit, this is very, very comfortable actually. The bug net is not too bad. There's still plenty of room for me to kind of wiggle around a little bit if I need to. One of the cool things I did notice about this bug net here though, on the inside there's little loops all along the ridgeline here, which is a nice feature. So it means I can actually use the smaller cord that the bug net actually comes with, and I can put that on the inside here. And there we go. That's better. I can actually use the smaller cord that actually came with the bug net, put it on the inside here, and use that as another ridge line. Put on the inside of the bug net, so I can hang up like a small lantern or something like that. But I usually carry a flashlight or a headlamp with me. Let me so I can get a little bit more comfortable. Oh yeah. Of his experience with it, but Crick from Blackout Outdoors said that the bug net kind of makes you feel claustrophobic. Truthfully, I don't feel that whatsoever. I think probably the hardest part about this style of a bug net is going to be getting into this hammock, especially if you have a sleeping bag. But still, I'm very comfortable right now. No issues whatsoever. What thing do I have down here? Oh, my butt actually just about touches the hammock, so I will not use the bottom portion of this bug net for storage. But all in all though, Sorry, Naruto, get out of here. I guess I got too comfortable. There we go. There we are. Got my glasses in there. But all in all, I do like this. I do like the Bug Net system. Would I change anything on it? No. No, I honestly wouldn't change anything on this system whatsoever. As you can see, the paracord system I've kind of made here, it's kind of sangling down a little bit more, but that's okay. This will still do the job that I want it to do, so overall I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm definitely going to look forward to using this in the outdoors. I'll definitely give you a heads up as to how it works out for me. But I want to thank you all again for joining me for this video. Thank you very much. This is John with SP California Bushcraft. Thanks for joining me. Wish you all the best. Strength and honor. Be well. Enjoy the outdoors. Bye.